screen. You don't want it down there. All right. I think we got it. Because we weren't on the phone, I think we got it. All right. Can you?
Yeah, I got you. There we go.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. That was horrible.
That was a mess.
No.
Who knows if anyone will come back?
Like I said, I feel bad. It's such a headache for you guys.
No
Dude,
worries.
this was way more difficult than I thought.
Yeah, that it needs to
Like I
be.
said, I feel bad.
There we go.
All right,
yeah,
we got it.
sound. Nice. We're all set up. All right.
Gotcha. Nice.
All right, guys. Linda, thank you for sticking with us that whole time.
Anyone that comes, thank you for sticking. Yeah.
Jeez. All right, we got it.
They got to make that easier, huh?
Yeah, that was
Right.
rough. All right. Now we know for the future. We can't be on a phone call when we start it.
Right.
We can't be doing anything else. We have to have good Wi-Fi. My phone's about to die, so we'll need a charger.
Jesus.
So we got 3 minutes to do this thing now, right?
Yeah, no, I got 20%, but we'll get a charger.
Yeah,
we got a cord here. We'll be all right.
Um.
All right. Well, looks like we got, 4 people? 5 people. People are coming back.
6. There we go. Yeah.
Please.
Um,
Thank you.
Jamie, we were talking about earlier. So we were talking about what our favorite tool in the shop is, and then we were like, oh, maybe we'll ask Jamie when we're on. What would you say is your favorite tool in the shop?
You know, me and Boondock Jr. were in a truck earlier, right after Peter texted me,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "You should ask him what their favorite tool is." So that's a good one.
So yeah, me and Boondock Jr. are on the same page.
He actually wants to know where y'all got fish over chicks from too, so we'll answer that in a minute. But I'd say the router. I'm not like great with the router, but I've been enjoying the router lately.
Yeah. All right, that's my guy. That's what I said too. When I got my router, I think John was like, "Dude, you got to get a router," and I was like,
"What do you need a router for?"
I was like, "It makes edges like rounded." I was like, "Who cares?" And then I got it. I was like, "Oh wow, this can make rounded edges. This is awesome."
Right.
Yeah, mine too. And then we use it for so many other things. I mean, it's great for dados and stuff. So, what's your favorite?
I think I was gonna go with we have like first generation old school Ryobi drills, and I mean these things are, how old are these?
So my dad got those. He got a whole set. He got the drilled impact driver, the sawzall, circular saw, and yeah, I don't know what else he got in it, but I think he got them in 2005. And then he didn't do any woodworking at all. And then when I started, he was like, "Oh, do you want my tools?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." So he gave me all of them, and he thought that the impact driver was a nail gun. And he was like, "Yeah, we got a nail gun too." And I was like, "Oh, where's that?" And he shows me the impact driver. And at the time, I didn't know. And I was like, "I'm pretty sure it's not a nail gun, but I don't know what it is."
But I like this thing because I think we've dropped it from 6 feet off the ground maybe 10, 15, 20 times.
Yeah.
And the thing runs like a champ.
And I don't love the green that Ryobi changed to. I don't love that color.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah. So your question, fish over chicks. So in high school, it was just something my friend said, like fish over chicks, because I liked fishing.
Right.
And like something funny we said. And then one day, my friend in high school who did video stuff, just like John does, he was like, "Oh, I'm working on like a video where I make a bunch of I'm working on my reel, which for like videographers is just like a bunch of good shots." Yeah. Right. He was like, "I'd love to get a video of a fish jumping out of the water. Can I come and film you fishing?" And I was like, "Sure." And then we didn't catch anything, but like I just talked in it, and it was just kind of like a funny video. So we called it Fish Over Chicks. And then he actually made the logo and put the logo in as a joke. So that's how it started. Started making stickers, selling to my friends and then everyone from them, and then I named because I had the email.
And so we met our freshman year of college, and both kind of talked about like my dad was a woodworker for a long time, so I was kind of into it. Pete was just kind of getting into it. So we're like, let's go build. And then I started studying media production, so got really into filming stuff and editing and stuff like that. And so we were like, let's start a channel. And so he had that channel that had like, I don't know, it had like 300 something subscribers on it. And so we're like, well, let's not start from scratch. Let's just run with Fish Over Chicks. So
we did.
Nice.
And then like a couple months later, we tossed woodworking onto the end of it. So for the first while, it was actually just called Fish Over Chicks. And we're like, let's throw woodworking on the end of it.
Yeah. So that's one of the hoodies. That was like one of the things I
Original.
sold. This is like a 7-year-old hoodie, probably. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, that's how it started. How'd you come up with the name Boondocks?
I really don't even remember. I had like a list when I started my YouTube channel. I had like a list of like 35 names, and I just decided to go with Boondock.
Gotcha.
I actually had like AI help me out. I found this like AI generator for shop names or logo names or whatever, and it kind of came over there.
Okay.
I heard about half of that.
Yeah, we heard every other word of that a little bit, but
I think we got the gist. But you were breaking up for us. I don't know if anyone else, but
Deland's Handmade Woodworking. Congrats on hit 1,000 subs this weekend. That's awesome.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's the best feeling. And then like once you hit 1,000, you're like, oh, 10,000 is gonna be no problem. And then next thing you know, it's like four months later, and you're like, oh, when are we gonna hit 10,000?
Yeah.
Well, you guys shouted me out the other day. I got at least 100 extra subscribers. So thank you guys.
That's good to hear. Yeah, we're hoping
awesome.
so. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do. I think just about every video we're gonna try to shout someone out.
Yeah, we've been forgetting a lot of videos. We've probably since we started it, we've probably only done half the videos with a shout out, and then like John's editing it, and we go, we forgot. Right. But we'll do a live stream shout out. Shout out to Dealin's Handmade Woodworking.
Everyone go
get them to what are we at? 17 viewers. Get them to 1,017.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't already subscribed, but. All right, we got some. Cool. I'm glad we got this working. That was rough for a second there.
Yeah.
The beard is still in here. Nice.
Not going live today, Daniel?
Yeah, I don't know how you keep up with the lives like crazy. That's dedication.
I don't know where you find the time to film if you're going live
every night
like that. That's impressive.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
My wife would probably divorce me if I went live every night. So.
That's awesome. Keep it up.
Yeah.
So you guys answered like 4 or 5 of my questions, like half of my questions. Like, one of my questions was if John liked editing over woodworking. Which one do you like the best? Is it kind of the same, or
at woodworking or at editing?
Which one do you like best, woodworking or filming and videography and editing?
Oh, okay.
That's tough. I really like when I can get in the shop and we can work on a project together. And I feel like most projects I'll have some hand in at some point, whether I'm sanding it and finishing it while Pete's starting something else or doing something like that, which is nice. But yeah, I love editing. And I run a production company, so that's what I do. A lot of the rest of my time is film other people and businesses and stuff like that. But I like the editing. It's fun to kind of see it all come together.
Yeah, that's why we started our second channel, which it was called Just Builds TV, and then we changed it. We were like, we might as well brand it the same. So it's Fish Over Chicks Uncut. So that's just like basically the videos we already do, but there's no talking, no teaching. It's just like a satisfying build. So like a 10-minute video on our channel, our first channel will be like a 3-minute video on that channel.
Right.
But that's more for John, and he calls it his channel.
Yeah.
He goes, my channel's doing
great
today.
Yeah.
I'm subbed, so I'm subscribed to that one too.
Oh, good. Cool. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
we'll see how long.
But yeah, I would say, I don't know, what do I like better, woodworking or editing? Depends on the day.
Well, you do a lot more editing.
I do a lot more editing than I do woodworking. That's for sure. But I think, you know, I'm not the best woodworker. I'm not as good as Pete, but I'm like, you know, I can get some stuff done, so that helps a lot with the editing. So I kind of know what's going on when he's saying he's going to cut something a certain way. I can kind of, you know, tell what's going on a little bit.
So
we got yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Good. Okay. So I've my dad has a construction company. Put me to work at 7 years old every day after, in the summertime, every day after school. So my childhood kind of sucked a little bit.
Gotcha.
And like I said, I just turned 30. I had to quit on him about 2 years ago because I had 2 bad back sprains. And my wife was like, "Look, I'm tired of helping you out of bed. You better find something else." So I still do construction now. I just do sales. For construction
Fair
company.
enough.
But
you
I've
still
never
doing
really
it for the
done
same
woodworking. I can build a house from the ground up, but I've never really done woodworking. So until
okay,
a lot of those skills got to transfer, though. I'm sure.
What was that?
I said I'm sure a lot of those skills transfer, though. You know.
Oh yeah. So I already knew how to use all the tools and stuff. But
yeah,
that's cool.
Do you like doing sales better?
It's a lot more money.
yeah. It's always good.
It's a lot easier on the body. But good thing, my wife owns a gym for sure. Downtown here in Greenville, so that does help.
So how long you been woodworking for?
I started about a year ago. Is when this shop was built a year ago, in February.
Gotcha.
That was my birthday present to myself last year.
Okay, cool.
And, I started the channel about 6 months ago. So it's growing pretty good. I feel like.
Hopefully you're killing it then. 6 months is
that's some crazy growth. I mean, when we were talking on the phone the other day, you were saying, I mean, what you've accomplished in 6 months, it took us what did we say, like a year and a half, probably.
Something like that.
Yeah. I also think YouTube right now is like kind of primed for this. I don't know. Like when we started our channel 4 years ago, was it 5? No, it was March 2021, so almost exactly 4 years ago.
March 2020. No.
2021. No, it's March 4th. So it's actually in 2 days. It'll be 4 years. But our growth was so slow, and then we took a lot of pretty big breaks.
Like
8 months at a
time of a break here and there.
Yeah. And then John left the channel. John was like, "I don't want to do it anymore. I'm good. Yeah. I'm going to take half the bank account money."
I took half the bank account money and I went to Dublin. That's kind of what happened.
Right.
I was going to finish my degree and I was dead broke and I wanted to be able to go fly around in Dublin while I was there. So I was like, look, if we're not going to do this, I'll take half the money out of the bank account.
Yeah.
And then I came back and we kind of talked about
it. Well, what we moved in together. That sounds pause. But yeah, now we live together in apartments, so we're just around each other all the time. So we're like, it's so easy to just make the schedules line up so we can.
Right. And it's just we're both a little bit constantly thinking about YouTube, so it's easier to talk through ideas pretty consistently.
Right.
Dude, I don't know about you guys. That's all I think about anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty all-consuming.
Yeah. Once you get like a big video, man, it's like, oh my gosh, that's the best feeling in the world. You want to get another and another.
Right.
Yeah.
I had one about 2 months ago. Was the best one I've had, 15,000. It's probably rookie number.
Yeah, that's huge.
Like, man, like I want to get that again. I haven't yet to hit it again, but I'm trying.
It's addicting for sure.
Yeah, when we get feeding the rumors. When we get 15K now, like if we get 15K on a regular video, like we're happy with that. We're pumped, that's not like a massive video, but it's like, okay, cool. That's a good video. And it's interesting. Like, when we started, if we got a 15K video, we'd be like, what?
We lost our minds.
Yeah. And now it's like, it's cool because you'll see the growth. You'll be like, okay, like this video got 1,000 views. Awesome. And then in 6 months, if a video gets 1,000 views, you're like, oh, it only got 1,000 views. Like, so it's cool to see where the milestones start growing.
Right. And I learned real quick, don't get off your niche, because I did a video, 2 weeks ago, where I did 5 DIY shop upgrades. So I'm still making the tools and the upgrades. And I put more effort in that video, I feel like, than any of my videos. And it completely flopped on me.
Yeah. You know what our comparable is? Is one time we were like, all right, we've seen all the big woodworkers out there are doing like I tried 10 TikTok woodworking tricks. And we were like, why don't we just see, maybe people like it. People like it's kind of funny. And it was
the worst TikTok hacks. And it was funny. I thought it was funny. And it was just these horrible woodworking hacks. And it did not go well at all. Yeah. So we were like, and like, a lot of our regular subscribers were like, this isn't what we subscribe for. And we were like, oh, okay. But yeah, we don't want to be those guys. We want to, we want to be the guys who teach you how to make a table out of a 2x10.
On that note, though, I do think it's important to stay in your niche for sure. But I do think every once in a while to make a video that feels like a little bit of a push outside your niche, just to like, because you have to be constantly experimenting with like what people want to see. And like, you never know when you're going to stumble a little bit out of your niche and find something that people really, really want to see from you, or that, our phone fell.
Whoops.
Right. Like your video a couple weeks ago, I really liked when you guys were like, I'm just going to build what I want to. I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to look at it. And I thought that was great.
Yeah, that came from like a very genuinely difficult time filming. Easy peasy. I turn on the camera, he starts building, and we film it. It's like we came in here, and we were. Oh, we're all.
Yeah, you were moving it with your foot. Yeah, sometimes you just go in the shop and you stand there and you stare at the wall and go, "What am I doing with my life?"
Right.
And we were kind of like, well, what do people want to see us build? And then we had the idea for that video where we were like, what if we just go?
Yeah.
And I remember saying, I was like, well, there's not a good hook there. Like, well, it's not a scrap wood. I guess it kind of
was scrap wood, yeah.
But it's not like, you're not going to sell it for a bunch of money. It's not super cheap to make. It's not super easy to make. And he was like, yeah, but it's what I want to build. So we did it.
Yeah. And like this one that I showed earlier, the coffee table from a 2x10, like I made that yesterday because I just wanted to see if I could do it. I was like, can I do like, because sorry, something fell. I was like, can I build a coffee table out of a 2x10 that's like actually sturdy enough and nice enough to sell? Because probably like 3 years ago, I made a coffee table from one 2x4 and it was awful. I mean, it was like each piece of wood was like a 1/4 inch thick and it was just awful. But I was like, I feel like we can do it from a 2x10. So that's something I just wanted to do.
I want to shout out something Bearded said in chat. He said, just keep building. That's what I do. And my vids tend to do pretty darn good. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. I cannot disagree with that.
Yeah. Got to take advice from
next build idea. Wooden phone holder for live videos. Yeah, I've got it plugged in right now, so it's falling all over the place. I did see John up north in here. John, how's it going? You're next for our list of shout outs in a video.
Next on the list, we have a document of them. So if anyone wants a shout out, let us know in chat right now. We'll add you to that list.
No promises it'll come out in a timely manner.
He had a bunch of questions prepared for us. We got.
Oh, you have a bunch of questions?
Well, he went through a bunch of them.
No, you guys answered like all of them in one answer earlier when you were like, yeah, on a production company and everything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
What's the favorite thing you have built though?
It's gonna be different. It's gonna be really different, I think, between the two of us.
What's a favorite thing we built? That's a good question.
I really like. If you saw our video where we took a table saw blade and we turned it into a knife, I've done another one of those since, and I enjoyed that. I think that's just like super fun to get on the grind wheel and kind of grind it down, and it combines woodworking and metalworking, which is something we're not super good at. So that was a fun one.
That was really cool.
I think every project I do is my new favorite build. Like
you do tend to do that.
Yeah, like every time I build a project, I go, "This is the best thing I've ever built. This is amazing." Like right now, I think it's a router tray because I was like, "Oh, this was so cool and it was so easy." And then a while ago, it was the bowl, and then like a nice walnut end table that we've got sitting in the apartment. That was nice too. Yeah. Let's see.
Nicole said she posted a new video on my shop light. Things did not go as planned. We'll have to check that out.
We'll check it out. Yeah. And then Moyoc says, keep learning new techniques and don't get stuck in a niche. How you improve and grow. You guys are killing it.
Also,
Appreciate
Linda
that.
said put better Wi-Fi on our list.
Oh, man.
We'll have to do it. We are hopefully moving shops soon. We're not gonna say too much more about it because it's gonna be, I think, a whole video series. But that'll be really, really cool, I think. Right now we have, what did we decide? We have 50 square feet.
Yeah, and here we probably have like 50 or 60
50
square
or
feet.
60 square feet. But
we make it work.
But we're hopefully moving into a place that has close to 800 square feet.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But
we'll see. It's still a while out. But
yeah.
Is your shop your garage, Jamie?
No, this is a metal building I bought last year.
Oh,
okay.
Cool. No way.
That's the question I did have for you guys. Is that the where you guys are sitting now? Is that your apartment? A garage for your apartment?
No.
This is not. This is my mother's garage.
Gotcha. Okay. I was like, not many apartments have garages.
What was that?
I said, not many apartments had garages, so I was really curious.
Yeah.
No. Well, when we started the channel in 2021, we were in college, and I was living at home.
And I was on campus, so I was living in the dorm.
Yeah, and I just was like, do you care if I start building some stuff in here? And she was like, no, go for it. She's always been super supportive of all of my entrepreneurial journeys. So yeah, we took about half the garage, and we ended up with a little bit
quarter
less
of the garage.
Yeah, we probably have about a quarter, maybe a third of the garage.
So that's kind of the thing. Is like there's like a lawnmower over there. There's a snow plow.
I mean, the other side of the garage is just like filled with my family stuff. But yeah, we didn't move out too far away. We're only like 15 minutes away from the shop, so we get back here every day. And my mom likes it because she gets to see me. And John has become her second son.
Nice.
Because he's my friend, not because we are in a relationship.
Despite the allegations in the comment section.
Dude, there's just one person, and it's like a Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, it's like Miley Cyrus.
It's like Miley Cyrus is the name, and they just keep saying like, "Are you guys husbands or just boyfriends?" And we're like, we can't beat this, man.
Yeah,
that's all right.
Not with the
Miley Cyrus commented on the video I posted today, and she was like, "How about no?" I'm like, "All right, maybe you'll like another one of my videos."
Yeah. Dude. What's your like favorite comment you've gotten? Whether it's just funny or it's just like, or it's a really nice one, or.
Honestly, I enjoy like when you guys or Bearded Vikings somebody comments, like, it's really feels good. That you guys with the bigger channels get to take your time and watch my videos. I feel like that's really cool, man. Honestly.
I mean, very I think that's a huge. For us, we watch so much woodworking YouTube just because it helps us. Like, it inspires us. It helps us get creative. It's like, gives you ideas to work on. Obviously, you don't want to do the same video someone just did, but it's like you just get different ideas of what different people are thinking.
Yeah, and then sometimes you see a video and you're like, oh, I had that idea. And you're like, all right, well, I can still do it. I can put a spin on it, but I'll probably wait a couple months because it's like at the end of the day, you're building woodworking projects, and there's the cutting boards. It's like if someone does a video on the cutting board, it's like no one else can say like I actually just did a video on the cutting board, so you stole my idea, So
right. So I was messing with you guys. I'm gonna grab this real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Or some chat.
Yeah, sorry guys, we haven't keeping up on the chat.
I was messing with you saying that you guys beat me to it. So I bought this piece from Milescraft from Lowe's the other day for my palm router, so I can build one of those trays like he did. So,
well, people would love to see it with the acrylic base on it. That's for sure, so they can see what's happening. We realized when we were filming, we're like, oh, you can't see anything that's going on in here, so you just have to trust us that we're taking off some material.
Yeah,
I was smart though. I have a plunge router, but the acrylic base is all cracked up, and I was like, well, I don't know where I can get one of those about, but
sorry.
So I saw that at Lowe's for like $20. I said, I'm gonna grab this and use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our router base.
Hey,
but it works. It works.
It works.
Yeah.
So go ahead, do that video, and we'll comment on it. And we'll just be like, "You stole this from us. You get off YouTube.
Take
You
this
don't
channel
belong
down."
here." No, we'll no, please.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
I'd
I
love
don't.
to see your take on
I
it.
don't want anyone to think they're stealing our ideas ever, unless they do. But
No.
Yeah.
I feel like no one's really.
We did see it. Well, okay, we're not gonna give names, but we watched this video from a pretty big creator one time, and at the end of it, he had this whole kind of spiel about like he was like, basically, I'm sick and tired of other YouTubers taking all my titles and my thumbnails and my ideas, and he was like, and I'm gonna list them down below. You remember that?
Yeah, but I mean, if someone's stealing your actual thumbnail,
Yeah,
that's
but I
pretty.
don't think that's what was happening. I think it was
I'd like
just
to
similar.
see if someone's stealing your thumbnails and stuff. Like, yeah, I don't know, call them out.
Yeah, I'd be a little
But-
upset about that. I've
Yeah,
seen
no one's done that for us, but
yeah, I've seen
that
a big
that
creator
bench we made.
Go
Was
ahead.
that?
I said there's a bigger creator I follow as well. Recently, he was like, "I'm tired of the copycats." Like he like listed the whole thing in the description about copycats.
Okay, we're talking
Okay.
about the same person. I think.
Gotcha. I'll text you after
Call it the
this.
copycat.
Yeah.
Who's the fish? I bought that cheeseburger first. You copied me. I bought that cheeseburger first. You copied me. You got me there. I did have a cheeseburger today, actually.
You're about to say there. We did find a video recently of this guy. It was the first video on his channel, but it was called like
reviewing other woodworking YouTubers' projects.
And his first video was our bench build. So he goes, "Here's the video. Fish Over Chicks did this. They got a bunch of heat in the comments for some things, and I'm gonna build it, and I'm gonna rate the build in the video."
He couldn't sell it. He put it up for $100 and it didn't sell for him.
But to be fair,
which
was not part of the video, really.
Yeah, no. But yeah, we've been using ours for ever since I came out. And ours is great indoor bench.
At least he shouted you out. Saying, I'm using this build from Fish Over Chicks. So.
Yeah, they shouted some people out. Yeah. I think even he put Bearded Viking in the beginning.
Yeah, he popped up a bunch of thumbnails, and I think one of them was Bearded Viking. Yeah, one guy, I think his name was Paul. He emailed us and he sent us a photo of the bench and the coffee table we made that looked like it. And he was like, "Hey man, thanks for the thanks for the videos. I made these after your videos dropped." And like that was cool because we had never gotten that before. But yeah, he made some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, so that's his version of our bench that he made. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
And he made that coffee table there. And that was just really cool. That was cool to see, for sure. It's cool to get those emails just like, "Hey, watched your video. I made this product." Like that's the thing you kind of wonder, like, is anyone building this stuff that I'm showing? And it's cool to get that in an email. Be like, "Yep, someone's doing it."
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Undercover Woodcraft. Yes, go for it. Fish Above Chicks. I think that's a great name. It's original. It's fun. I say go for it.
Fish Above Chicks.
Yeah.
I do some builds where I buy the plans and build it. Yeah, we've been also Boondocks. Do you make plans ever?
No. I don't even know where to start, honestly.
Right. I mean, you got to do some kind of 3D modeling of some kind, I think. But we've been kind of looking into it a little bit and seeing whether it's worth it to learn how to make plans really well or see if we can hire someone to do it.
Yeah. Quite a bit of people comment.
I feel like my channel's just not there yet, honestly. Like maybe if I had, 30,000 subscribers, congratulations, by the way, I'd probably be looking into that, but still around 1,700 unless some people in here decide to subscribe to me.
They will. Go over.
Go. Put his channel in the chat. I'll do it right now.
Cat will do it.
Cat, will you do it?
Thank you.
If you can. If you're still here, we would love that. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. If you've watched us talking to Jamie for this long, you might as well go subscribe. Yeah. His videos aren't this long, so if you can take this much of him and this much of us, you might as well subscribe. Thank you, Kat. You're the best.
Yeah, thank you, Kat. And thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's cool to, I think I said this when I called into Daniel's live stream the other day, but I was just noting how cool it was that, like, we're here in Vermont, we do woodworking on YouTube, and then you emailed us with some questions, and next thing we're on the phone with, and it's like we would have never known you, and now we're talking on the phone. It's crazy that, like, this has actually become a real community of people who just happen to do the same thing on YouTube.
Yeah, so in my live last night, I had somebody talking. We were talking about me and the people on last night. I was like, man, this community is so welcoming and so supportive of each other. I've done music my whole life. I'm a musician. I have a band. We travel. We've opened up for a few celebrities and stuff. But
cool. What do you play?
Country rock. I play guitar.
Cool. I'm a guitarist as well.
Yeah, so I saw that. And then you got the production company, so you can make your own music videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I just shot a music video like about a month ago.
Nice.
I was saying that we've been doing this for 4 years, almost 4 years, and when we were doing it the whole time before, we really didn't have that, like, we're fuzzy again. But I feel like we didn't have the sense of community that there is now. I don't know if we just weren't looking for it in the right place or if it's new. But when we came back this last time from a big long break, it was really cool to see how much of a community there was, and, like, cool to be a part of it now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think the live streams help, and I think it's all Daniel from Bearded Viking. I think he just kind of, like, yeah, he started the whole live stream thing as far as I know. And yeah, that community has just branched out, which is sick. Yeah, Kat's career plans to moderate every channel on YouTube. Hey, Randall, just subscribe to Boondocks. Very nice.
Yeah, appreciate it, Randall. Thank you, man. But yeah, playing music, man, after 12 years doing it professionally, that is not a very supportive all the time community.
Yeah, it's tough for sure.
Yeah. So to walk in from that to this and seeing how supportive everybody is, man, it's just amazing to me.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What kind of guitars are you playing on? We got to nerd out for a second.
I got a Taylor, man. I love my Taylor.
Yeah, I have a Taylor. My dad had this Taylor forever for about 15 years, and then when I started to learn, I had, like, some Squire tiny guitar, and I think on my 13th birthday he gave me his Taylor. So I got a Taylor, and then I play a lot of folk, and then I have a Jazzmaster.
Nice.
A Fender Jazzmaster.
I've got like 15 guitars. I've got a couple Squires, a couple Gibsons.
Oh wow! Okay.
A lot of Fenders.
Yeah, I think I'm pushing up on there. They're not all very nice, but I got about 12 or so guitars.
And then you've got like 100 cigar box guitars.
Yeah, so that's kind of what got me into woodworking. I built cigar box guitars. I don't know how many I made. A lot. I was really into it for a while. So if you've never given one a go, it's worth it for sure.
So somebody wants
me to plug your band. Yeah, plug your band.
It's the Jamie Pridgeon Band, so it's easy. My name's right there. So if you need help with spelling.
All right, we'll have to check it out. Sick. That'll be easy to remember. I played bass in some death metal bands back in my younger days, basically because I have no talent.
Okay, hit those root notes.
All right, I played an instrument my entire childhood. I want you guys to guess what instrument you think I played. I was pretty good. I might break it out someday for video.
I would guess the spoons.
A what?
The spoons or the triangle.
Spoons. I don't know up north how many spoons players there are up here in Vermont. Spoons it's like a whole.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, we keep falling.
It's like an old folk instrument. They literally take two spoons and kind of.
All right, we're gonna take this off though. All right, there we go. Let's see. Skin flute, not quite. Bacon stretcher. I don't know what that means. What's a bacon stretcher? Bye, John. No, it's a trumpet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry guys. I mean kazoo players in Vermont. Some mean kazoo players in Vermont, I've heard for sure. There's got to be. If you're going to be a kazoo player, you're probably in Vermont. Someone make them a phone holder. The phone kept falling because of, was that
so
spoon?
I don't know how to do this, but I think they like.
Yeah.
Am I playing?
Yeah, you got it. That was
I know.
So my granddad had a classic country band like Keith Whitley, Merle Haggard stuff, and I used to play the spoons in his band at 2 years old. So I'm a mean spoons player too.
No way. You want to go grab some spoons for us? I want to hear your spoons.
I'll just send you a video later on.
Right. You're getting off the niche and you're just doing spoons for a whole video.
Well, maybe we got to put a whole woodworking band together.
Cat's back. What's up, Cat? You didn't miss too much, except that Jamie plays the spoons.
And John does not.
John does not. Oh, man, that's
funny.
I
had some guy in my elementary school when I was a kid and like played. We hired a spoons player. You guys.
We've got way too much left.
Randall works for Gibson.
Oh, no way.
Oh, wow.
So, that's one of your new...
Me and John need some free Les Pauls.
Yes,
we'll present them on the channel.
Yeah, we'll shout out Gibson.
I'll run it through the table saw, see what we can make with it.
Pretty cool video turning into a coffee table.
Yeah.
Man, I'm part of a woodworking group on Facebook, and what was it? Yesterday, it's about 2 days ago, this guy had a guitar, and he ran it through a laser engraver, and he put like a werewolf on it, like trees and moon. It looked beautiful, man. That was one of the coolest guitars I've ever seen. I comment on like, where do I pay at?
Wow. That would be cool.
20 years as of last week, Randall. All right, you could definitely send these boys.
There's a guy here in Vermont. His name's Creston Guitars. He does like maybe 50 custom guitars a year. And laser engraves them all and customs for. If you know the band Fish, he did all their guitars. That'd be cool to check out for sure.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Who's that guy? So I played rugby in college. John did a little bit too, and we were at a rugby match one day, and then like there's a guy on the sidelines that John went up to.
Yeah, so he's a woodworking YouTuber. His name's Tim Sway. If you guys have ever heard Tim Sway, he just basically makes instruments out of reclaimed material. So he'll go get like old boat wood or barn boards or a hollow core doors. He did a bunch on. And I think at the time he had like 200,000 subs, and we were playing rugby. And I looked at the sidelines, and I was like, I think that's Tim Sway. So I went up and we chatted for a while. But he's a great woodworker. I don't know if he posts that much anymore, but got some cool stuff on there.
Yeah, I wonder how long it'll take for one of us three to get recognized.
Yeah, we've been talking about that.
I mean, imagine if they recognize you or me. I'd be like, John's never on camera.
We're a long ways off from that. Someone be like, you?
I was wearing a hoodie and hat and Lowe's. I'm like, is anybody,
Yeah.
You know who I am?
We just
got the register's like, you know what? Yours is free today. Thanks.
Yeah, right.
At the checkout at Lowe's. Are you Boondock Builds?
Right.
Yeah, right. We just ordered really nice Carhartt hoodies that say Fish Over Chicks, like here, and then instead of Carhartt, it says Fish Over Chicks Woodworking. So I think like every time I go to a hardwood store, I'm gonna be like,
let me grab that 2x10 over.
Yeah. Can you read this? Do you know? Yeah.
Right. Me and my buddy, he owns a furniture store here in Greenville. He's actually helped me a lot, like behind the scenes, like and give me some ideas and stuff. But we went to the hardwood dealer. It's about 3 hours away from here. And so we took a day trip, and I was like, maybe they seen the channel, we'll get some, a big discount. We didn't at all. But
yeah. When over Christmas, or December, I was getting my new miter saw, and we went to the store, and then we started talking to the guys, and they were like, "Oh, what do you do?" And we were like, "Oh, we do woodworking YouTube," and they were like, "Oh, like, what's your channel?" And I was like, "You haven't heard of me? You're telling me?" And we told them, and then we were like, "Yeah, we have like 25,000 subscribers," and they were like, "What?" Which was a pretty cool moment when you can tell people like, "Oh yeah, like, yeah, no, people watch it." I think once we hit 1,000 subscribers, that's when people started getting impressed. Yeah, which was cool, but
it's a feat.
Yeah, it's I think 1,000 subs is the hardest one to get. The rest is kind of just
1,000 subs wasn't that hard for me. It was the 4,000 watch hours. Like, I'm under review right now, so I'm not even getting paid or anything. But the 4,000 watch hours, I just got that like 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Finally.
Yeah, that's how they keep it. And everything you've done from then till now, you have not gotten any money for, because they've been putting ads on your video, but you haven't been getting paid for it.
Right.
Crazy how they.
Oh, Kevin's in here. What's up, Kevin?
What's up, Kevin?
He's on the list for shout outs too.
Yep, Kevin, we've got
the list.
Hey, she's 30.
Kevin, how many subs are you at? What do you?
Kevin's been climbing. I feel like every time we go to Kevin's channel, he's got way more subs than last time. Yeah, what are you at, Kevin? And if anyone here is not subscribed to Kevin's Woodworking, also a great channel.
Oh yeah,
and Boondock.
She's 30. I wish we had a thing. I keep seeing all these.
Well, our thing is at the end of every video, I throw the pencil at the camera. That's our thing.
That's our thing.
Most people don't watch till the end of the video, so most people never know that.
Is at 1.6.
1.6. Very nice. What are you at, Jamie?
1 point. I'm like 15, or I was like before we started, like 15 away from 1.7.
Okay, 1.7. Cool.
Not bad.
So me and Kevin are right there, neck and neck, I guess.
Yeah. You guys should start a YouTube beef against each other, and just build off each other.
I don't know. He made a cool catapult or slingshot. He might like take me out here.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Yeah, but I wish our thing was as funny as she's sturdy.
Yeah, she's sturdy is a great one, dude.
Sick.
And like added that
a
genius. Yeah.
Papa Brad in his ass.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I can't tell you how many times I'm about to glue something in the video. I'm like, add it. Oh shit, I can't.
Yeah, right.
Well, I can't say that.
Not saying it before.
We did in one of the in the one. And
we did a little.
We did a quick little.
But you can't do the boogie with it. That's when you're overstepping.
Right.
I think
that's
you can't do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Will, my friend Dalton, who I've known for like 10 years, he started a channel. He's the Maple Ridge Woodworking guy. I think we've talked about him. We shouted him out once, but yeah, he was like, I want to start a YouTube beef with you so bad. He was like, I just want to say that you steal all of my ideas. He's like, it'll help us both out. Like, we to hate each other online and hang out in real life.
I don't think the community would take to you guys too well after that.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if a YouTube beef is the way to go, man.
Hey, I will be right back, guys, if you want to talk to the people in the chat for a minute.
We're going to hop off here pretty soon, but we'll wait for you.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah,
go do your thing. It's getting a little cold in here in the garage. Our heaters.
Yeah, we can't turn the heat on while we're so loud. I'll read some chats we've missed. Good luck with the wife, Randall. Kevin, I want to see that Connect 4 thing. If you can get that, if you want to do that again, that's a project. Yeah, I've seen those a bunch before.
Let's see it again.
I thought they were cool. But no, that was a good video. And you're just like, well, it didn't work, so we're reading comments.
Yeah, we were dying at the bench when he revealed his bench after, and it's all the.
Yeah, I was just laughing to myself. I was like, how many times I've done that before? I'm just putting holes in my bench, just destroying it.
Nicole, so what happened there probably is occasionally YouTube will go through and any people that haven't been active on their channel in a long time or whatever reason, they'll delete their account. And so sometimes your subs will. Remember a couple times we had our subs. Like we lost like 100 subs. Time, I think.
It's a shock, but it's not people.
Yeah, it's not people that are watching your videos, so it'll be all right. Build it back.
Yeah, they're not real subscribers technically, and they do that with views too. Like if people watch a video more than once, like a week later, they'll just like say,
never mind. Actually,
you thought you had 1,000 views, you have 830. You're like, oh, cool, thanks guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think life was seeing him. I'm not answering my text, so she had to come tell me something. Sorry, guys.
Oh, no worries at all.
Well, you got anything else you wanna say to the masses there, Jamie, before we head out?
Just want to thank you guys again, man. I really appreciate y'all taking the time and doing this with me, and the shout out for today. It means a lot.
Yeah, this was fun. Yeah, it's cool to be on with more people just than us too. So
yeah.
I'd love to do it again down the road.
Before we go, sub to Jamie, sub to Boondock Builds,
and Kevin,
and Nicole, and Randall. Do you have a channel? I don't know if you do.
Everybody sub to everybody.
And John up north, and Nicole, and Declan. No, Dellen, right? Am I saying? And Undercover Woodcraft. Do you post videos Undercover Woodcraft? My table won't make it through.
No, you got it. Slap another piece of ply on top and keep it pushing.
Just Kevin. 7 pieces of ply later, you'll be all right. All right, guys.
All right.
That's going to do it for us.
Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good night, man.
Jamie, good to talk
Thanks,
to you.
Jamie.
Y'all too.
Yeah, let's see if we can end
no idea how to end this
faster
thing.
than we